What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. Let's bring it on home.
This must be an important matter if they are sending the two of us.
Apparently, the subject will become our brother.
Wait, who?
Is that so?
Who is this?
But will he
Accept his fate willingly.
These voices sound familiar. But I also can't, like, I can't pin them. I think one of them is that crazy guy I fought in the Youthy expansion for Final Fantasy VII. What was that thing's name? Not Pride and Joy. Who was that?
Even if the morrow is barren of promises,
Weiss. Was it Weiss?
nothing shall forestall my return.
I think it was Weiss. Weiss is a Final Fantasy VII person.
To become the dew that quenches the land, to spare the sands, the seas, the skies, I offer thee this silent sacrifice.
Cisne! The army's mobilizing. Find the targets before they do.
Understood. The army won't be as subtle.
I want them alive. You hear me? You're going to save Zack's life.
Of course. I haven't even told him my real name.
Help them. Cisne, I have letters for Zack. 88 of them.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
And it was who I thought it was. I just looked it up. There's Weiss and then Nero. I think, didn't I also, wasn't Nero in the intermission thing? Yeah. Okay, yeah, he was the crazy spider guy. Okay, so those two are the ones who just picked up Genesis. So Genesis will probably... Did he make a return in 7? Is Genesis ever in 7? See, now these are things I need to know. Genesis ever in 7? Let's see. Story, Crisis Core, Remake, Dirge of Service. Professor Hojo mentions G-type soldiers as possible candidates. Dude. Doesn't look like he is. He's in the Dirge of Cerberus. I wonder if they're going to bring him back in some capacity in the 7 remake. Huh.
You know I wouldn't do that to you.
Bob still suffering from Mako poisoning.
Right?
Just absolutely blasted. And this was, I think this was the end that they gave us in the 7 remake.
They can't be serious. There's no way we're gonna find 2 needles in a haystack.
Wasn't he like
this
fighting a
size.
whole army of soldiers?
There's no mission that's impossible for the
Turks, yeah.
Also, Sung apparently has something to give him.
Who? The target? So we're couriers now. Delivering packages to fugitives, huh?
We got nothing.
You?
Likewise. I'm heading to point 235. You two take point 120.
Roger.
All right, let's get going.
Oh, he's actually reaching out.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep.
One quake, everybody dies.
Embrace your dreams.
One
And
summon, everybody dies.
Whatever happens, protect your honor. As soldier! Come and get it!
Activating combat mode.
Oh, sweet. Boom, boom, boom. Electrocute. Y'all can literally never kill me. Like, even if you think you're gonna kill me, I got a Phoenix down. You know, I'm gonna raise my Buster Sword proficiency.
How about this? That's enough! Bye now! Oh no, you don't! Here we go!
I like how I'm still only getting like...
I'm Sis. Here's a present.
So,
open your
alert. Where's MGM? Ready to go. Understand now why Sephiroth chose yes. For
So get
real.
away safely. Zack, I gotta go.
What is happening?
Bye now! That's enough! This'll do! Gonna love this! Bye now! This is gonna sting! How about this? Oh no, you don't! Take that! Got him!
Glad I decided to wrap the other episode when I did, because it's gonna go on for a while, it seems. Zero AP costs on the iframes from this, they can't kill me. Oh god. So I think what's gonna happen here is I think this fight just goes on, and eventually I think those helicopters will one-shot. Yeah, god. It's just I'm not getting any, my Buster Sword proficiency isn't rising at all anymore.
How about this? That's enough!
Let me actually just let him take me down.
Heads up! Gonna love this!
Oh, maybe I can't. What the hell?
News brings about where
I'm a country
I
boy
can
too.
be pretty
Like
cheap.
you've been
If
there.
only I were soldier.
Honor can be
I really
quite
like
a
that
burden.
sword.
Thanks.
A monster's
I
objective.
really like
join
that
my
sword.
battle.
Nothing else out
Zack,
there. Hold on.
you have my thanks.
Hello.
Just seeing BMWs of like people close to him.
Later! Oh no, you don't!
Activating combat mode.
Oh man, I gotta be like on top of this guy. Phoenix. Rebirth.
Hello. Don't worry. That's right. But
Want to hear?
not scary
Work
at all.
stuff?
Will I see you again?
I'll be here.
This game is so weird, man. It's so weird. The thing I got from Square said that there's a ending cutscene with a copyrighted song. I'm like waiting for that with my finger on the trigger here. Breathing. Seems pretty close to dead, though.
Zack, For the both of us. Both of us? That's right. You're gonna live. You'll be my living legacy. My honor, my dreams. They're yours now. I'm your living legacy.
Alright, that's definitely a copyright song. Just started playing. It's like some Japanese artist. So we're gonna mute that. I'm guessing this signifies the end. So alright, well, so I'm gonna do this a little bit different from my normal review. First, I want to review this from the perspective of, like, you know, having never played it, but having it played 7. And then I want to talk about it in a standalone sense. So from the perspective of, like, getting the backstory here. Oh wait, do we got a little bit more? Cloud's talking a little bit, but there's lots of copyright music playing right now. Well, anyway, so having never played it and, like, only really knowing about the story here from, like, wiki entries, it's really cool to, like, finally understand it and the background, you know, see. I think in particular, it was cool seeing Sephiroth's, like, slow descent into madness and seeing him as, like, who was actually, like, you know, just a really level-headed soldier. So that was really neat. The one thing that really throws me off, though, is, like, so my understanding is always, you know, Cloud has like a, I don't know if it's accurate to say it's amnesia, but Cloud has issues and, you know, basically implants himself into the situations where Zack was in. Like, Cloud sees himself as the one that's in the reactor. He sees himself in Zack's place, whereas most of the time he was really just the soldier. But, like, going through and experiencing all this, it seems very much like Cloud was aware of everything all along. Like, he was, you know, he understood what was going on, and that, you know, he was soldier dude, or he was, you know, a basic Shinra troop and not an actual soldier. And then, like, yeah, he got, like, super intense Mako poisoning. Clearly, I mean, I guess they said it was 4 years. And, you know, Zack slapped an outfit on him. But I don't see, I guess I don't understand the, like, Cloud memory / amnesia issue where he replaces Zack with himself. That's not clear to me, having played this. from a prequel sense. So I don't know. Another thing that I found kind of interesting here is the materia in this game. Oh man, dude, the materia in this game is absolutely wild. It's so wild. I mean, I've played so 7 was my start with Final Fantasy. I haven't played 6 or before. I had never gone back, played the Pixel remasters, and everyone says 6 is supposed to be like really good, but just never did. But so I've played, beyond that, I've played 7, 8, 9, 10. Tried 10 too, just didn't really vibe with it. Never played 11. Played 12, obviously. Played 13. Played 13 too. 13.3 I didn't vibe with. Ended up dropping that. Played 14, obviously. Played 15 on the channel. I'm looking forward to 16. But so across all of these games, I have never seen materia as wild as like Costly Punch. That's the theme song to Ayaka. That's what was playing, which I was not getting copyright claimed. I think that's done though, so I'll turn the sound back on. But yeah, I mean the materia in this game, and like just something like health and daga, and then combine that with the status strike or whatever, so you're just applying a bunch of status to people as you're attacking. Like shit like that is insanely wild, so far out there, and especially coming from 7, which is more grounded. Even the remake, I think, like some of these materia combinations, man, they are just like leagues beyond what you could do before. It's outrageous. So yeah, definitely, like if I wasn't, I would almost go as far as to say that, like, if I didn't know this was a prequel to 7 and I had never played 7 before, so I didn't know the characters, like, if it wasn't for the linkage of the characters between the games, the materia system in this is so far and beyond what you get in 7, it almost seems like they're just completely separate universes. Like, I mean, you have your basics, yeah, like fire, Curaga, but like Quake wiping out hordes of enemies, Electrocute, Energy, Darkness, Costly Punch, the status war, the status strikes, the Genji gear. Like, this shit is so insanely busted. Like, I can see why it's not in the mainline Final Fantasy games, but it's just broken. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe I just never, maybe there's, you can actually get the Genji gear. Like, let me see. Let's Google it. Let's Google Genji gear. Genji gear. Let's see. The Genji equipment. Well, it's been in a bunch of them. It was in 5, it was in 6, so it was in the early games. And then after Crisis Core, it was in 9. It was in 10. It was in 11, 12. I don't remember it. In 13, 14, and 15. I don't remember it at all. Oh, it looks like there's specifics. Genji equipment can be stolen from one dude. Genji armor can be customized for Tidus, Aran, and Kimara. One break HP limit with the dominant ability. Got it. I just didn't remember it. Anyway, but so on the flip side of things, let's look at it from as a standalone. And as a standalone game, this shit is all over the place, man. It's like, I fully full disclosure, I went into this because it's the prequel to 7, and I love 7. 7 was, like I said, was probably the game that ignited my love for JRPGs. One of the first, if not the first. I mean, also I played some Dragon Quest back in the day, but like 7 was the first like JRPG that I went all the way in on. Whereas like my Dragon Quest experience was like here and there, like spotty at best. This game, this game was all over the place though. I mean, God, so the combat was very arcadey to the point where, like, I don't want to say that it was crisp, but it was borderline just like meh. Like, it wasn't really all that fun at times. Just because it's like, you know, oh, let me just cautiously punch this thing until it's dead, or, I mean, literally, I would just rotate like 2 or 3 abilities to just kill everything, and that was it. There wasn't really any rhyme or reason or thought that had to go into it once you got upgraded. You just, okay, smack this instead, smack this instead, smack this instead. You know, I didn't really need to think about it. The story, I mean, God, dude, it was... If you played 7 and you were confused what was going on with Sephiroth, God, never play this game. We got Angeal monsters popping up that have his face, and then Angeal turns into a monster, and we fight him, but there's still the Angeal guardian dog that's protecting Aerith, and Genesis is degrading, but then there's the copy Genesises, and then there's the copy versions that can also turn into monsters, and then Hojo is in trouble, so he has to take the Genesis stuff, but then he's degrading. Meanwhile, the director took Angeal cells, and he's degrading, but he's degraded and turned into Angeal. Like, it's just so, it's fucked, dude. Like, just trying to keep up, I'm like, what? Why is everybody having Angeal's face? There's too much Angeal, too much Genesis. Meanwhile, Sephiroth is just like going balls crazy and freaking out, destroying the world. Oh god! And then the timeline shift. So I guess when the city, when all that happened, were they experimented on for 4 years and they just rebuilt the city to make it look like nothing changed? It was like, man, talk about it. That's a world-class gaslight right there. That's absolutely wild. So, I mean, honestly, I was not a fan of the story. The story is all, like, if it wasn't for the multitude of, like, clones and the G cells and the S cells and, well, you know, I need your cells just all over the place. All over the damn place, man. Combat was kind of arcadey, and beyond that, I mean, honestly, the rest of it is just, like, staples of Final Fantasy. Like, you know, the music obviously was great. I mean, have you ever played a Final Fantasy game that has bad music? No. I know a lot of people weren't a fan of the new English voice actor, but I don't know. He was a little skippy at first, but I think he grew on me. Sound design was crisp. I know a lot of people got starting to get upset with the, like, you know, the combat lady, we'll call her. Just combat to just talking about it. Combat resolved. Like, yeah. I get it. It can get tiring. DMW was weird. It was baffling to me that, like, there were battles in this game where I was underleveled that I literally won due to an RNG roll on a slot machine. Absolutely wild to me. So, anyway, all in all, though, I mean, I don't know. I didn't dislike it, but at the same time, I think, just, we have some extra scene. This looks very retro, like the original. This looks like an OG Final Fantasy VII thing, with the live stream. Yeah, isn't this literally the start of 7? I'm pretty sure. Wait, it is the start. It is the start of 7. What? What the hell? Why is it just going into the start of 7 all of a sudden? I mean, I still like this opening, but like, I'm just gonna let it play briefly. It's literally the start from the 7 remake. What is going on, dude? Okay. Save clear data. Yeah. Oh boy, this is hit clearing the game. You could start a new game. A lot. Basically bring everything. Yeah, but oh, it's interesting. I think if it wasn't for the fact that I'm a huge fan of 7, I don't think I would have played this. anybody that's debating on playing this, if you haven't played 7 or you don't love 7, I don't know if this is the game for you to check out, because the story is absolutely all over the place. It's not a bad game. It's just definitely, it's weird, and the story in particular, man, that's too many damn clones, we'll say. But anyway, we are going to wrap things up. We have beaten it, gotten through Crisis Core. So I'm not sure what our next game's gonna be. I know we're coming just off of Christmas, so I'm probably gonna just think about it over the holiday. I don't know. I mean, I know I briefly mentioned like Death Stranding. Well, more than likely there'll probably be a poll on the channel with a couple suggestions, and we'll pull something from there. But anyway, hopefully y'all stay tuned for the next series, and I'll catch you then.